Hi everyone, so today I want to talk about how to look good on Zoom. So when you're on Zoom, you'll have about this much space to project the best image you can project. So let's start from the face down and cover how you can look best on Zoom. Let's first talk about grooming. So grooming is really important. What is grooming exactly? It means like washing your hair, making sure it looks clean, not oily, not like you just rolled out of bed. So think about it like you're getting ready for work. When you go to work, hopefully you brush your hair, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, and you put some moisturizer and you put a little bit of makeup, because actually this is the only impression that you give over Zoom, which is a fresh face. All right, so for women, I recommend that you do your eyebrows, you put some mascara if you don't already have lashes, or lash extensions, and you also take care of your skin. Make sure to hydrate your skin, make sure that it looks plump, and not plump like plump and glowing, so that you look nice and healthy. It doesn't look dry. Okay, it looks hydrated basically. So good moisturizer is good, and then a foundation that works for you depending on your skin tone and also your skin type, so for the hydration. And then just add a little bit of lip, whether it's lip gloss or lipstick, and you should be all set from this point on. Now let's talk about your clothing. In order to project a good image, you really need to have some shoulders, okay? So this is why I'm wearing this blazer, because it has good shoulders. You know, it gives me some image power and some strength. And that's really what I'm going for, because if I'm gonna just wear a sweater, it could be slouching and have slouchy shoulders, and then I look like really not put together. I just put a simple t-shirt underneath this blazer, because that's how you can actually wear a blazer. Just put a t-shirt or a shell. A shell is like a camisole, which is like, it can be silk, it can be cotton. So just an underpinning underneath your top, okay? And then you're all set basically from this point. So also make sure that when you use the Zoom, use the filter that says how to enhance your appearance. It automatically puts it on like a low setting, but you can set it to high so that you look flawless if you want to look flawless. And also you can also set your background so it doesn't look like this. So obviously I'm not on Zoom right now. Otherwise it would put amazing background of, I don't know, some great city that you like. In my case, a closet. These are just some options for you. Or if you want office setting, or, you know, a perfectly clean apartment or room, something that looks bright and light. Actually, this is also bright and light. It's just not my ideal type of setting. But just think about these kind of things, these details. You don't want to show a background with like kids running around or that you're slouching. You have to think about it like you're actually sitting in a board meeting and having a meeting, but through the camera, through Zoom, okay? And depending on how you place the camera, that's what becomes essential in terms of how you project yourself. So I'm looking straight on into the camera. I am talking to you guys, and I am delivering information as if I was, you know, in the boardroom and having a meeting with everybody, because that's what Zoom meetings are. You're having meetings. So if you found those tips helpful, that's great. Please subscribe and follow. If you have any questions, leave them below. And I will show you some other looks afterwards that you could potentially wear and not wear for your Zoom meetings to look your best on Zoom. Thanks for joining. So here are a couple things that I picked up from H&M recently on their 20% off sale. This is in November 2020. And I just wanted to show you that these kinds of things are really good for Zoom. Now, this kind of pleather dress is best if you're in a creative industry. It's not necessarily good for somebody who's like in a corporate job, because this is not the type of attire you would wear for a corporate job. But it is good if you are a solo entrepreneur or some sort of founder in a more creative industry where you don't really need to look so corporate. So here it's just a little dress. It's not a top, and it's a little bit A-line. It kind of goes in and kind of goes out. So it's comfy. It's good to wear. It's super comfortable. I mean, it gives me space in the shoulders and in the arms, excuse me. It hides actually if you have big arms. That's the good thing about this dress. It actually hides the heft in your arms, if you have any heft in your arms like I do. So I think it's a good dress option if you want to project some sort of like creative entrepreneur type of look. The next sweater that I want to show you from H&M is kind of this thing. It's like short. Okay, it has good space here. It fits well around the boobs, but I don't exactly know what to do with this. Like, I saw it on some influencer on Instagram. It looked good on her, but like for me, This thing, unless I pin it down, sew it down or something like that, is not effective in terms of the image that I want to project. It has those slouchy shoulders and it's also a little bit scratchy, I think. So I think this is gonna go back. But you had a look, it's the sweater. Okay. The next sweater that I want to show you from H&M is this sweater. I picked it up because I really like the gold chain with black. I have a lot of things historically that have this kind of detail, and theoretically it should go together. But I'm not really in love with the sweater because I don't like the texture. It's kind of scratchy. I think it's also kind of puffy. Adds like volume to my body that I actually don't really need, and ultimately I think it's gonna annoy me. So I think I'm gonna bring this sweater back to you because of all those details. If you want to get it, I would recommend wearing a t-shirt underneath it to avoid the scratchiness of the wool, and actually size down because I bought a large and actually I think I can take a medium to reduce the puff. Thanks.